Hello, welcome to part 3. We're going to do about smell, touch and taste. Our 3 last senses. Of course, we also have our 6th sense, where we have an intuition, where we have a feeling about something or someone, or that something's going to happen. That's another sense that we all well, some of the time can tap into and know what's what with that one as well. So with some people it's more developed than others, but it's worth just mentioning a little note that that's also another 6th sense. Right, we're going to start with smell then. So I'm just going to read out the little bit that says about smell, like I did the other one about sound. So our sense of smell is often more subtle than our other senses. We don't always notice smells or pick up on them unless they're quite strong, and it is often when something has a particularly strong smell, which could be pleasant or unpleasant to our nose buds, that we pay particular attention to it. Smell does have a strong and close connection with memory as well. You can remember a particular fragrance that you've experienced in the past, and when you get a waft of it again, it can remind you, bring that back to life, kind of thing. A certain sense bringing back images or feelings from the past. When walking outside, tuning into this sense, because it's not such an obvious sense maybe as the sight and the sound one. Tuning into the sense also provides another way to be more directly in contact with the world around you. It's also a further way of experiencing life in this moment, getting back to where we are and how we think and how we feel about things. So I've brought this little picture. I know it's you'll be seeing it, but it's also connected to smell, and that is a little candle, nice candle light. And so that can be, when you see a candle, obviously you see it and it might have an effect on you. You could also smell it. You can kind of smell the candle at the top there, and you can maybe smell the candle wax. It might be a scented candle, so that would be that gives off a nice fragrance if it's a scented one. You can often get nice scented candles around Christmas time, can't you, with a Christmas fragrance. You could also, it could have essential oils within it, and that could be very nice experience, healing experience. So a candle can be a really nice experience to have and to be able to smell as well as sight, but don't go too close, and always remember, be safe and not to leave a candle unattended in a room. Right, so I'm going to read out some of the suggestions for smell. Try to conjure up the following aromas: your favourite perfume or essential oil. With essential oils, you obviously get not just the fragrance but the properties of it as well, either relaxing, refreshing, energizing. your favourite perfume, well, you're not going to forget that, are you? So that's a nice smell to have. Seaweed is a particular smell, isn't it? I quite like the smell of seaweed. I don't suppose everybody does, but I like the smell. Freshly baked bread. That's a lovely smell. I love freshly baked bread. The smell of that. Coffee. I love my coffees. So that resonates with me. With you, it could be tea, although I don't think it has quite the same aroma. Or a different hot drink. Like chocolate, hot chocolate, and now they do them with different flavours, don't they, in the coffee shops. I'm not always such a lover of hot chocolate, but I like mint chocolate, which I've just noticed they've just started selling in Greggs, so I think I'll have to try that one. Another one they mention, which I like, but not everybody would, because it can be quite strong, is peppermint. And I also like peppermint essential oil because that's very energizing, and cooling as well. So I like peppermint essential oil, but I also like peppermint chocolate peppermints are nice. But you might, some of them might resonate with you, or you might think, oh, I don't like that one. But you'll have your own favourite smells. So then move on to touch. Touch is an important sense. It's often neglected, and I mean at the moment with the lockdown crisis, we are advised not to touch people apart from in our household, which I know a lot of people are finding hard at the moment. But fingers crossed, with vaccine on its way, maybe as we get into the new year, it might look a little bit different. As a massage therapist myself, I've seen how touch can make such a huge impact on people's lives and how it can really help them. So it's lovely to be part of that world of bringing touch to other people and seeing how it can maybe not transform their lives, but maybe help them a little bit along the way. So let's look at taste. Sorry, touch. I'm getting confused. Touch and taste, both being a T and both being 5 letters. Touch. Now try to focus on this sensation. Now, what about stroking a cat or a dog? Depends if you like animals. If you're like a friend of mine, animals are just not the thing for him. But we're all different, and I think it's nice to stroke a cat or a dog. For me, it would be dogs. I'm not a cat person, I'm afraid. But I like dogs. I like looking at them along the seafront as well. Trying to work out which dog is what breed they are, and I get it right sometimes, but not other times. So it's the way for some people, but not for others. But feeling the texture of their coat and its warmth, warm body brings a bit of comfort, I would say. Put your hand in a bubbling fountain and experience the sensation of cool water dancing on your skin. What a lovely way to put it. Pick up a pine cone and feel its rough, multi-layered form. Have a friend who has loads of cones. She collects them, and they're all. She just loves them. She loves them. I've got one which somebody gave me for a Christmas present once. It's got a cone and then an owl on the top. So it looks different to most of them, but very nice, and a bit different, anyway. Stroke a feather. Find a feather that's quite an interesting one. Stroke a feather, because that has its own like pattern, doesn't it? Yeah. And also another one which I brought to one of my classes once was a tangerine, like a tangerine or an orange, and got them to close their eyes and they touched it. I'm doing my video. Sorry. So sorry. Where was that? Yeah, I got them to do the rind, touch the rind of this orange. I got them to close their eyes and to feel like it's like an unusual texture, isn't it? So that was quite interesting. They're like that. So they're just a few ideas of touch, what you can do to experience life life in all its glorious fullness. Right, the last one for this section then is taste. Right, we all have different taste buds, obviously. You can really love something or you can have a strong dislike to something. What comes to mind is garlic. I love going in an Italian restaurant and you get the waft and the smell of garlic. Lovely. But other people, some people really don't like garlic. And they don't like the smell of garlic and they don't like the taste of garlic. And they would never have garlic sprinkled on any of their dishes or anything. But I love the smell of garlic, and we're doing about taste now. So I also like garlic bread. That's what I like. And I like a sprinkling of garlic, not too much, you know, but that it just made me think there that some people are very much against garlic, and there's other dishes and other sauces and things that people either like or don't like. I'm not very keen on barbecued sauce. I don't know, I just don't really like it, but I know a lot of people do like barbecued sauce. Right, so some of these you might like. Trying to imagine the flavour, temperature and texture of vanilla ice cream or flavoured ice cream. When you go to restaurants and you might get an ice cream with a sauce in it, I always like the toffee or the butterscotch sauce. Marzipan. I'm not really a lover of marzipan, but some people really love that. Strawberries and cream. Oh, I'm a funny person in that I like strawberries, but I don't like strawberry filled other things like strawberry yogurt or strawberry chocolate. But I like the strawberries and cream. Sometimes you get it with ice cream, don't you? Or you could just have the strawberries by themselves. A piece of your favourite chocolate. It says dark chocolate there, but I crossed it out because I thought, well, not everyone likes dark chocolate, but they have their own tastes that they like. I like dark chocolate, but it's not for everyone. I remember when we were younger at school, they were doing this doing about senses there and about taste, and we all had to close our eyes and just put our tongue out a little bit. And the teacher came around and she dropped a chocolate button into everyone's mouth, and it lovely. Everybody loved it. But there was this one girl, she went running out the room and she had to get rid of it because she just didn't like chocolate. Which was very strange, I thought, at the time, that someone wouldn't like chocolate. But there we go, we're all different. So yeah, so then that concludes really about taste. Touch and taste, you can't really talk a great deal about, I don't think. I think it's more sight, sound and smell you can talk a little bit more about. But they're the ones that we've done up till now, and then the next one we'll be doing is the kinesthetic sense. So yeah, so I hope you're enjoying it so far. And all these things, like becoming aware of all these senses, our sight, our sound, our smell, our taste, our touch, it all adds to the enhancement of life. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at in this course. That it's to do with like appreciation and being aware, becoming more aware of ourselves and of the outer world, and just to try and brighten up our days a little bit, bring a bit of sunshine back, especially at the moment, as we're going into tier 3 next week. But just keep going, keep on going, keep on hoping. And I'll see you next time for the kinesthetic sense. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Bye now.